So I'm just thinking about how like I should top off those other three videos with this video right here. This is a very interesting story. This is crazy. This is crazy. What's not crazy? What do I say that's not crazy? I mean, seriously, like nothing. Not at this point, absolutely nothing. You had a real good shot back then of having a normal conversation. There is no normal conversations that come out of my mouth at all. So this is the true story of what happened with the Ford Corporation's body of bones. I'm sorry, the field of death. I mean, the fucking. Yeah, so here's the real story. So the real story is so at the point of me not realizing, like, I owned the Ford Corporation due to them killing my little niece, which would of then later on became in another body. This is crazy. So the point being is that and then the palm prints on the paperwork with my name and this and that, and then there's Rose, of course, which is the split soul after being put into a vessel, which is didn't happen till afterwards, but this was before then, but then it was still gonna which is just really fucking, and with the napalm and the whole sonic weapons of the anyway, so here's the thing, right? So getting to the real story of this whole thing, right? So right as all the other videos were going on, the ones that I just made, literally probably under this one, if you go to like the list of videos of like what Grim Hollow has to say, it's like Grim Hollow Heart, thank you very much. And in the meantime, my name's not Grim, but I will accept that since I have, unfortunately, Billy and Mandy are not here to fucking narrate the, interesting. So here's the thing, right? I don't know where the fuck they are. Actually, I haven't really, like, even last time, like, I was just joking that they were there. They're not there right now. So I have no idea where they are. Hopefully they're not, like, getting into too much fucking trouble. But in the meantime, in the meantime, let's get to this story right here. Because this is a fucking crazy story just because of the beginning of the story and then the whole, like, things that happen afterwards. So, so as I'm driving around with friends, smoking some pot and fucking, going obviously fucking for a drive, like a literally long ass drive, and then, my ex girlfriend and my whatever you want to call it, I guess, was there too, because then it's like they're not on exactly the same side. But the point being is like, so my ex girlfriend and her sister are definitely in the car. And I know that we had like one or two other people in the car already. But then we're driving and it's like, oh, well, go this way, and then it's like, oh, go that way, and it's like, yeah, sure, I have nothing else to fucking do but fucking meander around, getting fucking high and fucking hanging out with my friends, listening to some music on the fucking car, not hurting anybody, making sure that completely safe while driving, while fucking intoxicated. But the point being is that we end up on this road. And as we're going down the road, all of a sudden we bump into fucking, oh, who's that? Fucking Alfredo Flores. But I thought of him as Little James Diaz. And so James Diaz, Little James Diaz, aka Alfredo Flores, gets in my car. We start driving down this road, somewhat dirt road, paved but not paved, kind of like, road fucking, and then we come across this log that's in the middle of the road, and it's like, well, I guess what do we do? It's like, well, I guess we move it. I guess we move. So we get out the fucking car, we move the fucking log, and now we all get back in the car. So like we're all packed into my Camaro Chevy '92. And it's like, yeah, Alfredo was not fucking the happiest character to see me, but at the same time, it's because of his uh, want to say, never mind. The point being is that so he's because anytime he sees, there's always something that follows, and I don't even realize that every time I see him, there's always something that follows. So the point is we keep driving down this road. And I'm like, why does this all look so familiar? And then we pull out to like this opening in this field, and it's like, whoa, well, here looks like a good spot to smoke some fucking the fucking other L's, the blunts we got. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like this size, but like, you know what I'm saying? But like, with weed. This doesn't have weed. I wish it did. I honestly do. Honestly, I fucking really do. So the point being is that I bought my possible last beer that I'll ever fucking drink, because I'm getting ready to fucking really seriously, like, I hope they grow some nuts soon, so fucking I can fucking, and never mind. That's good. So here's the point, right? So now we pull up into the front of the the front, the back, the place, right, of the Ford Corporation, which I own, which I don't even realize I own. But at the same time, like, I remember my little palm prints going on to that fucking paperwork and the discussion that ensued and all this other crazy shit. Right, before the Nissan, I mean Nissan, I mean Nissan, I meant Nissan Corporation took over and turned it into like a tree-filled waterfall experience. There was the big huge gateways of death, and destruction, and it was like, wow, that's so sweet. It's like, so as we're pulling up to this cryptic entrance, but we're I'm going four-wheeling at this point with my Camaro 92 Chevy, like, on the Ford Corporation's fucking basically front porch, and it's crazy. It's just crazy. It's shit's fucking stupid. I got my T-tops off. I got like my fucking back seat packed out. There had to be there was at least 4 to 5 in the back. There was 2. There was, okay, wait, not 4 to 5. There was 4 to 5 people extra in the car. There was the 2, the sister, the person, and then there was like 1 or 2 other people. I can't remember exactly who, but, one of those people was Alfredo at that point, right? So now we're literally parked on the field of death. As we went to park onto the field of death, like, we're here, I'm hearing this shit, and I'm like, why are you guys fucking with me, man? It's like, that's my fucking leg. Oh, that's my foot. Oh, motherfucker, why the fuck is he waking us up? I don't fucking know. Hey, fuck this. Hey, and it's like we parked the car on the field of death, which I don't even realize is the field of death at that point. And the next thing you know, we're like all sitting there. Then it's like Alfredo. He's always fucking nervous. He's like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be. What a fucking. Oh God. So he's like, I don't want to be here. I'm like, calm down. It's like, you want to smoke, right? He's like, yeah, I just don't want to smoke here. It's like, yeah, well, that's where we're smoking. So the point being is, at that point, so we're parked on the field of death, in front of the Gothic entrances to the, and so we're just sitting there, and I got my foot kicked out. The fucking mirror. I got, we're listening. I mean, I got my seat respectfully back, like asking, my passengers, are you comfortable? Because I won't. So I got my seat. But I'm sitting there, I'm lounging a little bit. They're lounging all fucking strung out a bunch one another, but they're all like comfortable too. And it's like, other than Alfredo, who's a nervous fucking wreck, we think he's gonna piss on the people that he's sitting on at that point. And it's like, we're sitting there, and it's like we're passing the blunt around, and fucking, we're listening to like different songs on the radio, and of course, Of course, one of the songs on the fucking radio, I think it was the Beach Boys at first, because there wasn't very many radio stations we could totally pick up. But I mean, it was some like, I guess you want to call it hip hop or rap. But at that point, it was like kind of like we were stuck with like trying to figure out which oldie songs we wanted to listen to, and I'm pretty sure it was like the Beach Boys first, and we're listening. We're sitting there for like 10, 15, 25 minutes, and we're just parked in the middle of the fucking field of death, and fucking like, Alfredo is still saying like, I don't want to be there. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. And he's like, and so the point being, this is gonna be one of them. Fuck, man. It's too tight at the fucking end. So as we're sitting there, and he's like, "Well, I don't want to be there." And it's like, then the blunt comes to him. He's like, "I still don't want to be here. I'll take that though." It's like, so we're sitting there, and like, then all of a sudden, and we're hearing these fucking. It's like weird because I keep hearing and other people, who the fuck is saying that? Who the fuck is saying that? And we're sitting there now. My foot's kicked out. I'm lounging, man. My foot is kicked out the window, over the top of the fucking side mirror, and I'm just like, we're just like, it's like a nice breeze, not too windy, not windy enough. You know what I'm saying? But it's a very hot day. But it's supposed to be cold. So here's the interesting part. So we're hearing these voices, and it's like, why the fuck did you wake us up? It's like, oh, but it's so nice. The weather's so nice right now. It's like, don't be mad at them, blah blah blah. And it's like, okay, who the fuck is throwing their voice, right? Who's throwing their voice, And it's like, no, it's not us, Anthony. It's like, and my one little precious like 800-year-old witch. She's sitting there and she's like, it's not us, Anthony. It's not us. It's them. It's like who the fuck is them? Who the fuck is them? And then all of a sudden, and this is sort of like a fucking. So then all of a sudden, and it's like, oh, they're all over us. They're all over us, and it's like, but they're not biting us. Leave them alone. Blah blah blah. It's like fucking. All this shit. We're not biting you. We're just trying to hang out. Blah blah blah. It's fucking. And then all of a sudden you see a Black Widow spider drop down from my car mirror, and my ex-girlfriend at the time, she's like, it's them, Anthony, it's them. And it's like, what do you mean them? And I got spiders crawling all over me, and everybody's got spiders. Everybody's got Black Widows at this point. This is the best part of the story. Everybody's got Black Widow spiders crawling all over them, right? Oh god. Yo, so this one little Black Widow spider, it drops down from my rear view mirror, right? And it's hanging out. Just hanging out, like, like legs extended, it's like, and it's just hanging out. And my ex-girlfriend, she's like, it's them, and she pokes at the spider and makes the spider start to swing back and forth. And it's like, wee. Holy shit. And I'm saying that was coming from this. It's like, but then I'm like, whoa, these ain't Black Widows, nothing, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, why are you poking at the spider? something. And it's like, oh man, it's like, oh, we gotta get them to fucking. So the point is, it's like I hear, change the station. Because there wasn't a good song on. After the Beach Boys came off, there was another good song. I can't remember exactly. And then it was like, so we're covered. All of us are covered in Black Widow spider. And I'm hearing like, because some of them are crawling up into the fucking engine at that point, and they're like, ow, what the fuck? It's like, what the fuck? It's like, stop. Oh man, this was fucking. This was five people, at least in that car that day. Five, maybe six, maybe six. One, two, three, four, five, maybe six was in that car that day, and all of a sudden it's like, well, what the fuck? It's like, why are you on the fucking engine? You're getting burned. And I'm sitting there like, still, I have no idea what's going on. I mean, maybe my 800-year-old witch girlfriend at that point kind of knew what was going on, but she wasn't telling me shit. She was kind of telling me shit, but it wasn't sinking in. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? And then it was like, change the station. You woke us up. Let's fucking hear a better song than this. Holy shit. So I change the station, and what song is on the station? The song Brown Eyed Girl comes up on the station again. You know, I love this song. But it's just so interestingly, like, so the song Brown Eyed Girl comes up on the radio station. But it's a mix of the song that I never heard again. I'm pretty sure I'd never heard that fucking version of the song again, and it was different than later on. But it's like do 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 do, and it was like, oh yeah, okay. So we're all fucking getting high, covered in black widows. Where, you know, it's like, oh well, don't hurt them, but just don't get bit by them. So Alfredo's sitting there. He's like, I fucking hate you. So it's like everybody's in the car, and we're well, have him come in. Oh man, this is such a beautiful fucking story. So it's like, you know. So now we all get out of the car, you know. Just leave the car there. The T-tops are off in the middle of the fucking field of death, you know. And it's like we go into this obviously place that is close to right there, because none of this ever actually happened, right? And then it's like, you know, we meet some people that are not exactly people, and it's like, you know, and don't think that other corporations don't have stories very similar. It's just they don't speak about it because they're pussies. Anyway, the point being is that so then fucking all of a sudden, as I'm being confronted with people that are like, don't you understand what the fuck is going on? I'm like, no, I have no idea. I have no idea. I took a drive, or I'm thinking we're somewhere near New York. Kind of, you know, it's like, but it's like, no, it's like, you know, you're here. It's like, wow, it's like, oh, okay. So anyway, so then this dude comes in, and he's really fucking mad. He's yelling, he's screaming, he's like, motherfucker. He's like, God damn it. He's like, could you please fucking move your car off my foot? And I'm like, I'm thinking in my head, like, I'm like, what are you talking about, bro? It's like, you're right here. And he's like no. He's like, and he's dragging his leg behind him, and his foot is like this. I mean I can't even like in other words, if look, put it like this. If this is the normal shape of where like leg and then foot meet, and then like, you know, toes kind of, you know what I'm saying? It's more like this. And then, like, right about a little bit above his ankle. And I'm saying to myself, how the fuck is he doing that? It's like completely, like, floppy and shit. And he's dragging his leg behind him. It was a marvelous fucking, like, I was like, wow, that's some good special effects, bro. You know, because that's really making me think twice about that, man. So he's like, could you please move your car off my leg? He's like, and everybody else too. He's like, don't you know where the fuck you are? I'm like, no, I don't know where the fuck I am. But honestly, it's like, so then this bigger dude that I'm not exactly sure who he is either. He starts yelling at the other guy, fucking saying, stop the bullshit, motherfucker. He's like, you're fine. He's like, you're dead. And then the guy's like, he's like, yeah, so what the fuck does that matter? Blah, 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 blah. And me and my friends, like my girlfriend and her sister are standing like real close to me. And Alfredo's like looking like a fucking squirrel that's about to take a fucking seizure. And I forget the other fucking people that were there. But the point being is, and because everybody keeps fucking focusing on Alfredo, and they're like, you're not even supposed to be here. It's like, we want to kill you. It's like, he's like, yeah, I know. He's like, I swear to God. He's like, yeah, I didn't know. Fucking this. The point being is like fucking so this guy. Then all of a sudden it's like, well, can you fix it? And it's like, of course, just go, just get the fuck out of here. You're a fucking I forget what they fucking called him, man. They were just like, get the fuck out of here. You're not here for any fucking other reason other than you. Fucking crap. And the fucking guy, so all of a sudden this guy's foot, which is basically what looks like broken above the ankle, okay, like a good 3 inches, 4 inches above the ankle. I mean, it could have almost been his ankle. But all of a sudden it straightens out, and the motherfucker's like, yeah, okay, fine, fuck it, you know. And then he's like, thank you, and he's like, and then he walks out, and I'm like, what the fuck is really going on, man? I'm like, this ain't normal. But then it was after that story. See, it's the two people. I'm thinking there was 2 other fucking people there. One of those people had to have opened their fucking mouth, because at that point I already knew I was already fucking like in a situation that I was just like, well, this all ended very well, and but at the same time, and it was right then and there that fucking boom. And then they dug up the fucking field of death, and fucking everybody blamed Anthony because fucking Anthony was seen there in his Camaro at the Ford Corporation, which he owned, driving a fucking Camaro. And everybody got fucking paid afterwards, and then fucking everybody still blamed fucking Anthony, so Anthony is the only one that got fucked over. Fuck you all. Fuck you all. Seriously, yo. Because that is the fucking illest story you'll ever hear, son. He was like, wee. It's like, why you poking the widow, son? Why you poking the widow? It's like, yeah. So that's how that ended. And I wasn't the one, because I was just completely blown away by what the fuck I was just absorbing in that fucking time period. But hey, to each his own. Totally to each his own. And yeah, no. I mean, there was like 3 other people that I can completely fucking name. Jeff fucking Lopez. I'm pretty fucking sure Jeff was in that fucking car that day. I could be wrong. And then there was one other. Who the fuck was the other person in that fucking car? No, was he in that car? You know what? Only maybe Alfredo or my ex-girlfriend or her sister would know. In the meantime, this has been a story by Anthony Michael Mitchell Yaki, a.k.a. CEO, AXO, B2B. You know, like, to be continued. You know, because this shit is fucking nuts. Seriously, this shit is fucking nuts. How many times did this fucking thing go out, man? Yeah, no, so now I sit here and wait to die in the house where they tried to kill me not once, but twice, and now I'm guessing the 3rd time. This time it's like they're trying to have a cop do it. Unless fucking, of course, well, you know, then of course, you know, Alfredo Flores' other nickname was Little James Diaz. You know what I'm saying? Unless they're trying to have one of the Diaz clan who likes to cut open fucking boys' stomachs while they're raping them with 2 other fucking people, a girl included. Yo, man, this is for real, son. You know what I'm saying, son? 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 You know what I'm saying, son?